a small business owner, this video is for you because the truth is there's no shortage of tactics, tutorials, and how-to content out there. But before you ask how, you need to know what actually matters. And more importantly, what you need to be thinking about every single day if you're going to survive, let alone grow. So let's talk about it. Number one, know what game you're playing. First, you've got to get brutally honest about what game you're actually playing. Are you building a lifestyle business, a family legacy, a company to scale and sell? Each of those games has different rules. If you don't know what game you're playing, you'll chase the wrong goals. You'll get distracted by what other people are doing, and you'll start to feel like you're failing, even when you're not. You need clarity, not on how to do everything, but on what you're actually building, because when the storms come, and they will, that's what'll keep your hands steady on the wheel. Number two, get clear on the problem that you solve. You need to think deeply about the problem you solve, not the service you offer, not the product you sell, the problem. Why do people come to you? What's broken or painful or inefficient in their world that makes you valuable? Because if you can't name that, you can't focus your time, your energy, your team, or your marketing. Everything becomes noise. And when the market shifts, and it always does, you'll have no anchor to adapt from. Your value lies in the problem you solve, so own it. Next, number three, you need to know your numbers. Look, whether you like it or not, you're a numbers person now. You don't have to be an accountant, but you do have to know what your numbers are telling you. What's your break-even point? What's your gross margin? Where does the cash actually go each month? Because it's not enough to work hard, you need to work smart. And that starts with understanding what keeps your business alive and what's quietly killing it from the inside. Number four, you need to think about people. People are important. You need to think about them constantly, not just hiring, not just managing, but leading your team, your clients, leading your vendors. Every part of your business is built on relationships. People don't work hard for logos. They work hard for leaders who believe in them and for missions they can feel. You need to ask yourself, who am I becoming as a leader? Because your team will never outgrow your leadership. You can't just expect buy-in. You have to earn it. And that starts with how you show up when things are good and especially when they're not. Next, at five, you have to think about systems. The next thing you've got to think about is systems, because the hard work can get you off the ground, but only systems can keep you from crashing. If your business only works when you're there, it's not a business, it's a job you own. So start asking, what happens without me? How does this workflow? Where are the bottlenecks? Where are we wasting time, energy, and attention? You don't need to build the systems today, but you need to start thinking like someone who values repeatability, efficiency, and consistency. That's what gives you freedom and leverage. Next, you need to think long-term without losing the present. This one's tough. You need to think long-term without losing the urgency of the present. Too many owners swing to one extreme or the other. Either they're stuck in the daily grind with no vision, or they're always chasing the future and neglecting today. But real business maturity comes from being able to do both. To plant seeds for the future while showing up fully today. To invest in marketing and make sure your customer's call gets returned. To dream big and still check the books. It's not glamorous, but it's what builds resilience. 7, you need to think about your identity. Let's go deeper. You need to think about your identity outside of your business. Because if you wrap your entire sense of worth around the success of your company, you're setting yourself up for burnout, anxiety, and some dark seasons. You are not your P&L. You are not your monthly revenue. You are a human being. And if you don't protect your heart, your health, and your relationships, your business will eventually suffer too. So start asking, who am I becoming in this process? Not just what am I building, but who am I becoming while I build it? So in closing, this wasn't a how-to guide. There are 1,000 of those already. But this was a call to look deeper, to ask yourself the hard questions, because your business will only grow as fast and as strong as you do. Know what game you're playing. Get clear on the problem you solve. Understand your numbers. Invest in people and start thinking in systems. balance long-term vision with short-term action. And never forget who you are outside of what you do. This is the real work. This is what separates those who own a business from those who are owned by it. Thanks for watching. Now go think. I own Magnetic Growth, which is a business consulting platform, but also a marketing company. A lot of what I've been speaking about in this video is what I speak to clients about, but with the additional value of bringing in the how-to aspect. I want Magnetic Growth to stay focused on authentic storytelling for customers and having a process-driven approach to growing revenue. Too many marketing companies can do flashy things, but their goal is not really aligned to revenue growth. This is where I am focusing. So please like this video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.